Okay, page 164, question number 6. This is a multi-step problem, so let's just talk about it. Remember that for this stamp, you are actually just focused on change, okay? How much change you have or how much error you have on a measurement. Okay, so reading several students measured a 25 millimeter long nail and wrote the measurements shown in the table below. So the nail was 25 millimeters long, but they had different readings over here. So they have some errors on the readings. So we're trying to figure out what the difference is, what the change is, and how much percent error um, they had pretty much. Whose measurement had the greatest percent error? Round the nearest round to nearest percent pretty much. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we round to nearest percent, so all we need to do is find one decimal place. Okay, so let's begin with Lane. Okay, um, they measured 26 millimeters from 25. Okay, so let's go ahead and set a proportion here. What is our 100% amount here, meaning what's the actual measurement of the nail? Yeah, 25 millimeters, so I'm gonna put it right there. Now what is our percent here that we're dealing with? Do we know about it? No, we don't know about it, so we're gonna call it x. We're gonna call that difference, that error, x. Okay, since they're asking for a percent, you put an x right there. And that percent represents what number? Well, the difference, the error here. So Lane was 1 millimeter off from, the actual measurement of the nail. So I'm just gonna call this 1. Okay, good. Step 1 completed. Step 2, cross multiply. Okay, I'm gonna draw my butterfly here. 1 and 2. And let's do this. So I'm gonna start with these two. So x times 25 equals what? Yes, 25x. Okay, remember you can't combine a variable x in this case with a coefficient, a number. They are just put next to each other and they don't combine. Next one, we have multiplying 100 times 1, which is just, yeah, easy, right? 100. Okay, step 2 completed. Now step 3, divide to solve for x. So I'm gonna just write down my equation here. 25x equals to 100. And then I divide by what to cancel that 25 that bothers us. And we're gonna leave the x by itself. So we divide by what number? Both sides? Yes, 25 here and 25 here. That way these 25's cancel and x is by itself now. So now all we gotta do is divide 100 divided by 25. So how many times does 25 fit in 100? Alright, let's figure it out. 25 fitting into 0 times. So multiply, I get 1 again. Dropping the 1, the 0. How many times does 25 fit in 0 and 10, 0 times? So again, I subtract and I dropped that last 0. Now how many 25s can you fit in 100? Okay, so if I skip count 25, 50, 75, and 100, I get 4. And if I multiply 4 times 25, that will be 100. 0 is the answer. The remainder, sorry. So 4 is my answer. For what? Since we have the x right here on the percent box, 4% is my answer. Okay, so Lane has 4% error right here. Okay, good. So for this next part, I need to erase my whole thing here. Feel free to grab these papers that are in your baskets. If they run out, I'm sorry, you have to just copy the work on your workbook. But if you still have some papers in your basket, please grab as many as you need for this specific problem. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead and work on Tanisha. Okay, she got 23. Okay, so let's see how much we got. So let's actually work with this again. So the proportion of 100% is our measurement, the actual measurement of the nail, 25 millimeters. And then what percent goes in here? Do we know about it? No. We're looking for that percent. So we're gonna call that X. Bam. And that percent represents that change, that error that Tanisha had. So how many millimeters off is she compared to 25 millimeters? Yes, it is only 2. Okay, so 23 taken away from 25, you get 2. That's the error. That's the difference that she got. What percentage is that compared to 25? Let's find out. Step 2, cross multiply. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just use this butterfly method over here. Okay, so first of all, what is 25 times x? Yes, you guessed it, 25x. And then next one, what is 100 times 2? Yeah, 200. Okay, and then this is completed. Now step 3, divide to solve for x. So I'm going to write down my equation here, 25x equal to 200. Okay, so I need to divide by a number, both sides of the equation, so that x is by itself, so that 25 cancels. So what number do I divide by so that we have that? Yes, we have to divide by 25 here and 25 here. Both sides, same number. That way, these two numbers cancel, and we're left with x. And whoops, I forgot to erase this 4 over here. Whoops, my apologies. Erase it. And then let's work out the new division. So we're dividing 200 by 25. All right, how many times does 25 fit into? 0, nothing. So 25 times 0 is 0. Subtracting, get 2 again. I'm dropping a 0. I get 20 now. How many times does 25 fit in 20? Again, not even 1, so multiply. And I get 0. And 20 is my answer. I drop a 0 here, and I had 200. How many times does 25 fit in 200? Okay, so if you fit 25 into 100, a total of 4 times, now for 200 will be a total of 8 times. Okay, 8 times 25 is actually 200. Subtracting, bam. So my answer is 8. 8 what? Since we have an x right here in this box, you need to add a percent right here. Good. That's 8% for Tanisha. Now Juan is actually interesting here. Juan actually got the measurement, the exact measurement. So what's the percent error here if Juan had the exact measurement? Did he get any error? No. So what are we putting here? Exactly. Since he got the actual amount, then there's no error. I'm gonna put 0% right there. Okay, simple as that. You don't have to go over this math over here at all. You're gonna end up with 0. Okay, so question: whose measurement had the greatest percent error? I'm gonna say Tanisha's with 8%. Okay, that was the most error that you had with these measurements done by the students.